Hi guys, I am Mary and I'm here with
Kassie.
Emily.
and this is a new series called Lunging with the Bears. So let's get started. So we asked you guys a few questions on Instagram and we have some questions ourselves too. And yeah, we're gonna answer them.
Okay, so our first question is, what's your favorite food?
What's your favorite food, Emily?
I say tacos, maybe. Yeah.
Like what?
Any.
Any?
Yeah.
You don't have like a top favorite?
No, not really.
No. I actually like all foods.
Speaking of like,
But I'd always be down for donuts.
donuts.
And you?
I love enchiladas and mole. I know a lot of people don't know what enchiladas and mole is, but it's literally like mole on top of like enchiladas. Because people normally eat like green or red ones. Because do you guys eat green or red ones? Yeah. But for us, because I'm from Veracruz, we eat enchiladas and mole and they're so bomb. And I be adding like sugar on top and then crema and cheese. And nobody does that, but I'm just weird. Because I eat crema with everything. Like I love crema. Crema's so good.
Which ones do you like?
I like both. But my mom makes some. She calls them dulces and the other ones enchiladas. Like que pican, that have like the spice to it. But I like all three of them.
I like the green ones. I don't really like the red ones or any other ones.
I've never tried green and red enchiladas, so.
I've never tried enchiladas with pollo though, with chicken.
Really?
What do you eat them with?
And with cheese.
Yeah, just
I know
cheese.
some people eat them with chicken, but I don't
Really?
eat them with chicken or anything like that.
No, mine are made of chicken. It's like flautas, but they have mole on top and they're not as hard. Yeah, basically enchiladas. Okay.
All right, next question is, what's the hardest part about newspaper?
I would say writing stories or just coming up with new ideas to keep people interested.
Yeah, coming up with content it shouldn't be as hard, but it's pretty hard because you don't want to keep doing everything other people are doing, or like you want to be new and you want to get people's attentions, but sometimes not everybody has the same interest. So not everybody's going to be interested in the same thing. So it's harder.
I would say it's hard as well, like what Emily said, coming up with new like ideas, new stories, like what can we cover, what's new to cover, but at the same time, I feel like it's also a little bit hard to, to keep like the public happy with our content, because there's also times where you get a lot of views or you get a lot of reviews, and then there's some times where those stories don't get nothing, so it's kind of hard.
Like some of our videos be popping, some of our videos be lacking. Like the other day we posted a video and we honestly took a while making that video, like a cool week, and literally got like 20 likes. And I know you shouldn't be like going from the likes, you should be going by if you like the video, if it was like a good video. But nowadays people are so mean. So it's kind of embarrassing.
I think that's one thing I have learned is that you think you did good, but you also have to learn how to take in a lot of like, I don't know, like negative energy, negative hate comments and stuff like that. Just want to say dumb things.
We literally
Get to
have haters on a school page. Like, okay, we get it, you don't like school, but go.
Thank you for the views.
And the likes.
And next question is, what's your favorite thing about newspaper?
My favorite thing about newspaper is being able to show other people what I know, because I've been in newspaper for a while, and last year we had this girl named Chloe. She was a senior and she taught me everything I knew. She was editor-in-chief and she gave me the position when she left. So I feel like I always have a part with her and I always like value that a lot. That's why sometimes when I feel like I want to give up on newspaper or stuff, I'm like, no, like at least I have some people that do have my back, like Emily and Kassie, like they're always there. And yeah, that's what I love about newspaper, that I have something with me that I care for. It's like a passion you grow for.
I don't know, I just love how everyone actually watches their stuff. It's kind of weird to think that people are just in class watching our videos, but it's interesting, so that's what I love.
What I like is that everybody is open. I feel like everybody is heard in a certain way. If you have a new idea, the teacher's always welcome to it. Mary's always welcome to it. And I like that in a way we can all express ourselves. And I also grew this enormous love for TikTok. I love our TikTok page. And I love all the new things I've learned about it, and that's my favorite thing. Those two things.
It's you learn. You don't think you're gonna learn, but if you actually like engage in the class and stuff like that, you learn things that you didn't know, like how to talk to people, how to come up with questions on the spot, and stuff like that. It's just
going back to our other question, like what's the hardest part? I think learning how to come up with questions really fast was something I had to adapt to really fast, but at the same time it was a little bit hard. But it was a good experience.
Yeah, because like at the beginning of interviewing people, it got kind of hard just coming up with new ways to ask them questions. So,
but it becomes easy. The effort that you put in it is your outcome that you get. That's what I would say. What are you guys' dream careers?
I want to major in education or advertisement, but I've always wanted to be a teacher, so I would say that would be it.
What grade?
Secondary, so like middle school, high school.
I want to study in communications. I don't have an exact career yet. I want to explore it first, and I've heard people studying communications that it's always hard for them to decide on a career, even know the career, till they actually get to college. So that's what I'm waiting for. Right now, I'm currently just thinking about studying communications since I love the public speaking and everything about it.
I don't really know what I want to do. I obviously know that I want to go to college, 4 years and everything, even more if I have to go back to college. What I really like is entrepreneuring, because I just want to be a boss woman. Like I've always, since I was younger, I've always loved not bossing people around, but like being in charge of stuff. And I cannot see myself working for someone else. I can see people working for me, and I don't know, I just want to make a lot of money like everybody else, obviously, but I just want to be like a boss.
Do you guys have any like schools in mind?
K-State.
K-State, yeah, me too. K-State. I want to visit Baker because I haven't been there, because I want to see how it is, but right now it's K-State too.
I would say mine's K-State too, but I also want to go visit Fort Hayes. I've heard about it, but I just like to go and look at it and see like the type of like environment it has. Environment is definitely something that impacted me with K-State.
Yeah, me too.
I love the environment there.
My brother went there actually. He really liked it.
Really?
It had a really good, like, it means a lot to him.
Yeah. It's because like when I went to K-State, we all went to K-State together, right, to visit?
I went like 4 times already.
When the times I've been to K-State, it's like perfect. Like every college makes it perfect because obviously they want you to join their college, but K-State just feels like homey. Like everybody's welcoming, and like I don't know, it's just like that dream college that is close here to Kansas. Because KU, like it's big, but
it didn't feel like K-State. It didn't feel homey.
It feels too forced. Like too fake.
And it's 2 hours away, so I feel like it's far enough to come back, but it's still far away to go.
Yeah, to be independent. Yeah.
And then like the next question following up, what are your plans after high school?
College.
College. Yeah, college. I personally don't want to take a break year because I feel like, or I've heard people that take break years and they never come back.
Yeah.
So I want to get through all my stuff, get it out of my way, and become somebody in life.
Well, I want to take a trip after high school. Like, I want to go to the Bahamas, Jamaica, or something. Like, I want to be in that hot weather. Like, I want to take a trip with my friends or family, and I want to get like a job that's closer to my career that I want, to actually see if that's the final choice that I want to make. And then obviously I'm gonna go to college because I don't want to take a break year either, because I feel like I'm gonna get lazy and I just want to get it over with. Because the younger you start, the faster you finish, obviously. And our time life is like freaking 13 to 18 high school, 18 to 25 college, 25 to 30 kids, house, life, marriage. It's like a timeline. It's so insane to think about.
Yeah.
Do you want kids?
Yeah.
How many kids do you want?
I don't know. I want like a lot. I want like 4 or more.
I personally want kids. I love kids. I personally want 3.
I don't like kids. Okay, don't get me wrong, like I'm so good with kids. Like I'll take care of a kid and I'll be with the kid. I love playing with little kids, but for a certain amount of time. Cause later on they get annoying. I hate when they're like, Mary. Oh my god. I'd be like but I do want kids. Cause I wanna since I feel like I am gonna be successful in my life. Negative energy, leave please. I feel like I am gonna be successful in my life. I want to give all that to like my kids and like I want to do better than my parents did for me because it's a pattern, like you always want to do better than what your parents did for you. So
Next question is what we are all juniors, so from our perspective we're going to tell you guys what's the hardest thing you've been through since you've been up,
and then what's the hardest grade for you so far? Okay.
I think sophomore year was definitely my hardest. It was just like mentally, it was a lot draining, and it was our first year back at school regularly, and I think it just like made a big impact. Being back at school and seeing everyone again, it was just a lot for me. The hardest part about high school so far has just been keeping up with your grades. I mean, if you let one grade slip, your GPA can fall a lot, so I just try to keep my GPA up.
I think the hardest grade for me, I don't think I've had a hardest grade, honestly. But I feel like last year I was like a little sad because I went through some stuff in life. I don't think it was more because of school. I would just think about life. But I don't think I've had a hardest year yet. And maybe it's coming up like this semester because I'm a junior in junior year and towards the end is like really hard because of the ACT prep and all that. But right now I'm chilling. The hardest thing about high school is just the people, honestly. People, you'll never make someone happy for just being you, honestly. And I feel like people always have things to say, but that's just school. Those are just, because we're all teenagers. Everybody talks, everybody listens. But I just feel like there's just some things that people should watch how they say stuff or how they look because it can impact the people around them.
I would say my hardest year would have been also my sophomore year. Like Emily said, I think it was more mentally hard than it was in like school-wise. I personally think throughout high school, I don't think there's ever really been like, I don't see how other people say like, oh, high school's like so hard. For me personally, like schoolwork and stuff like that has been pretty decent. I'm gonna say it's super easy because I have struggled, but it's been pretty decent. But I think it was all mentally. It was maybe could have been because it was our first year back completely after 2 years. So I think it was a little hard to adapt to, or kind of like let everything sink in. I think letting your personal life affect the way you are at school, like kind of like balancing them out in a way. If you let it get to you, you'll start not caring about how you're doing in school and blah blah blah. And that personally has happened to me, but we'll do better.
Like for us, we are super involved in school. So basically, I feel like we're more at school than at home sometimes. But people are like, no, like, why do you want to go to school? Why do you want to join this and that? But just keep in mind, like, school is 4 years. Those 4 years go by fast. You're going to regret not joining everything. You're going to regret not trying things. And that is true. You regret things. Because when you're older, you're going to forget about all those people. You're not going to know them. Like, I might not even know Cass or Emily. But at least you tried it, and when you grow older, you can tell your kids, like, oh, I tried this in school, this, like, you should join, this and that, because they could go to your high school, you never know.
Do you guys think junior year has been as hard as everyone says it has?
No.
No.
Me either.
Me either.
Last year,
I was scared.
From the seniors, they would always say that their junior year was the hardest year.
And they looked super sad.
Yeah, they
all
did.
the
They
time.
looked drained.
But I feel like that also happened because it was also their first time coming back to school normally.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's why. Because everybody came back to school
Last year.
Oh
So
my gosh,
I
that's crazy
feel
to
like
think
that's
about.
I feel like that's what it was, because honestly, junior year hasn't been that hard. I feel like right now, it's not hard, but it's kind of stressful with a lot of deadlines with
Yeah.
scholarships, with the ACT, that kind of sort of stuff. But it's not really been that hard as they said.
It's a lot of work. Like, teachers leave you assignments that I'm like, you expect me to get this done in 1 hour. But at the same time, it's like, if you don't do your work, it's gonna pile up, and obviously you're gonna be stressed about it. And I remember I used to leave my stuff towards the end. Like last semester, I was like I would leave all my stuff towards the end, and that got me like so. It's because we're in the library, guys, and there are people passing by, and we're just talking to a camera. We're talking to you guys, to the people that are watching.
So, what scholarships have you guys been doing, or have you not started any yet?
Right now, I am applying to my first official scholarship, Kassie Scholars. It's currently in the process of working. I definitely want to do more scholarship, but the thing is, what I had pictured in my head about scholarships is completely different to what it actually is. So
Yes.
you actually have to go and look for them. They're not given to you. You have to look for them and apply and hope you get it. And in the process of that, you low-key get scammed because you put in your email for one thing and it just pops up. Like, no, babe, don't email me back if I'm not going to get the scholarship. But
K-U-K, all the freaking universities be emailing me every day, like, tour day. It's
I have
junior
like
day.
400 emails of that.
Like, oh my God, can I live? Can I graduate?
But those are the only scholarships that's the only scholarship I've applied for. Of course, I want to apply to many more scholarships. Well, I've currently been trying to be good, have the good grades, to have the involvement to get the scholarships. So
Thankfully, I'm very, very, very blessed, and I actually have four full rides to some of the universities here, like, and they're pretty good universities. It's Kate State, Baker, Wichita, or Pittsburgh, and I visited Pittsburgh, Wichita, and Kate State, but I haven't visited Baker, and that's one I want to visit just in case. But I'm applying to Kassie Scholars as well, because you have to keep your options open. You have to apply to as much as you can, and if everybody else has the resources, then you're 100% able to use those resources, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm still gonna apply for some.
Yeah, I would also say, just like Kassie, I'm doing Kassie Scholars right now too, and it is hard looking for scholarships, like you said. They don't pop out at you. Thankfully, I'm in programs like Upward Bound, and they help you and just put more things out there for you, like more information. But right now, I'm just applying to Kassie, and then I'll start doing more.
So actually, I feel like a lot of people are actually applying to Kassie Scholars, which is good.
It's good, but I'm also like,
It's all like, oh, my competition, like, because you have Kassie Scholars doesn't really care about your grades. Like, I went to a college advisor, and she was telling me how they do not really care about your grades. What they care about is what you say in those essays. And obviously, we're all Mexican, we're all Hispanic. I can say that. We're all Hispanic. We have immigrant parents, but we're not gonna be like, we have immigrant parents, American dream, this and that, because everybody else is going to be saying that. So obviously we need to stand out, because they're not going to want to reread the same thing, which is hard, because what am I going to talk about? I do have immigrant parents. That's what I need the money for, like, you know, like.
but yeah, your grades are good, but they don't help you stand out, because there's other kids that are eligible for it, so they obviously have good grades. So it doesn't really stand out. What does stand out of your application to the scholarship is always going to be your essay. And then tying back to kind of like what Emily said about getting resources, I feel like getting resources definitely helped me with like all the clubs that I got involved in during high school. Many clubs offer you so many different resources, so much help. So I definitely recommend it for anybody going into high school or already into high school. Look for those clubs.
We should say the top clubs.
top clubs, top sports that you would like.
Top clubs. I feel like the clubs that most helped or are going to help are 2020 Leadership and UBMS. Because Lincro, Stuco, Avid, and all that, it's school-wise, but everybody else is in it. Those two clubs are not. For example, 2020 Leadership, if you stay in it for more than 2 years, you are eligible for a scholarship your senior year. So it's really good. And then UBMS, they just have really great freaking resources. Like, why not?
They love helping
Yeah.
you. I think, are we all in Upward Bound?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
And the people working for UBMS are students that have like been to high school or been to this high school,
Yeah.
so they definitely give you their
The real,
perspective of
yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And 2020 Leadership doesn't just give you resources to just colleges, but other important people in the city that you actually get to shake their hand, which is like, for me, it's like something wow. But yeah, definitely those two clubs.
Because we went to, did you go to 2020 Leadership?
Not this one.
Why?
I didn't want to go.
Why?
Because I had already been.
Oh, you already been there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We went to the state capitol. It was so much fun. I didn't even think I was going to have fun. I'm like, I'm going to just meet the senators, walk around, touring. No. We went like over 1,000 steps and we were in the freaking air. Like, it was crazy.
And you get the resources, and you also have a little bit of fun.
And it's free.
And it's free.
Freaking free food, transportation, everything.
We're getting free stuff too. We went to that college thing for 2020 Leadership, the job
yeah.
expo.
I was getting
We
everything.
all left with a whole bag of everything.
Bro, Casey Royals was there. I said, give me a little hat. Oh my God, I should have worn that hat. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, guys, that's it for our YouTube video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure we're going to be doing more like Instagram polls, see what you guys rather have or this and that. And
Follow us on our socials, please. It's
Yes.
all THS Black and Gold.
okay,
All of our socials.
TikTok. Our TikTok's the one that be more poppy, but the Instagram is for the exclusive VIP people, okay? And we're going to be featuring other people in our videos as well. So make sure you guys comment who you want in our videos and we'll get them for you.
Comment what you guys would like to see, and then comment, like, and subscribe, please.
Bye,
Bye,
bears.
bears.